Hello, this is Miss D again. Today we're going to be exploring how we can use the distributive property to find the product of a whole number and mixed number. So let's get started by looking at slide A. Analyze the work below for 3 times 7 and 3/4. What do you notice? What do you wonder? Then solve. I'd like you to pause, and when you're ready, press play. So, what did you notice? Did you notice that there are 3 groups of 7 and 3/4? Did you notice that they use repeated addition? Did you wonder if they added the 3/7 and then the 3/3? What did you get? Let's try solving by finding the product of the 3/7. So 3 times 7 gives us 21, and then 3/3 gives us 9/4. Now we can leave the answer as 21 9/4, or we can think about those 9/4 a little differently. So we can think about, well, how many 4/4, because those are wholes, can we fit into 9/4? We could fit 1, 2, right, 8/4 up. That leaves us with 1/4, right? So that gives us 2 wholes and 1/4. We can also think about it, if you remember from a previous lesson, we can think about it as, okay, 4/4, 8/4, right? We can think about it as 8/4, and then that 1/4, right? Again, that would signal to us that that's 2 wholes and 1/4. So now we know what this number is, right? As a mixed, this improper fraction is a mixed number, is 2 and 1/4. So when we add 21 and 2 and 1/4, it brings us to our answer of 23 and 1/4. Is that what you got? Good. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at how we can kind of use this strategy with a real world problem. So you're actually kind of doing the distributive property in that problem. Now in this one, we have 3 friends going to a local fast food restaurant, and they each wanted 2 burgers and 1 French fry. How many items did they order? Well, how would you solve this? Wouldn't you multiply the 3 people and the 2 burgers to find out how many total burgers? And wouldn't you multiply how many people by how many fries they each got, right? If you think about it, 3 people, we know that each one of them wants to get 2 burgers and a fry. So if we think about it, 3 times 2 would get us that 6, right? And then we would also continue by doing 3 people times the 1 fry will give us 3 French fries. And that's what that image here shows. So it's telling us that if we multiply the groups by the number of each of those parts, we can get our answer that way. So let's take a look at another problem and see if we can apply the distributive property to it. So for this problem on slide H, it wants you to show 2 ways to find the product of 2 times 3 and 1/5. You can use the tools here in the link below, but also think about the 2 previous problems that we looked at and how we solved them. Pause and think. When you're ready, press play. So, how did you solve this? Did you use a model? Let's see how your model looked. I see you started off with 2 groups of 3 and 1/5, and I see that you kind of split that number, right? You kind of expanded the mixed number into 3 and 1/5, and the same for the second one, right? 3 and 1/5. And I see you did something interesting here. You combined the whole numbers, and then you combined the mixed numbers. Interesting. That worked nicely. How else did you solve this? I see you used repeated addition as one of your ways. 3 and 1/5 plus 3 and 1/5. And similar to your model here, you combined the whole numbers and then the fractions to get 6 and 2/5. Right? And that's very similar to the previous model where we combined the wholes together and then the fractions together. Let's look at one more way, and we're thinking back to that burger and fry problem. Besides that problem making us hungry, it showed us we can multiply the 2 with each of the parts of the mixed number. Just like we multiply the 3 people by the 2 burgers and the 3 people by the 1 fry, right? We are multiplying the 2 by the 3 and the 2 by 1/5. Okay, let's review 2 of the ways on slide I that student A solved. So student A first used that tape diagram to show how to answer this problem. The second way is using distributive property. You notice that they multiplied the 2 by the 3 and then the 2 times that 1/5. And we can see that being represented here, right? 2 3s, 2 2/5. 2 1/5, sorry. Okay, you ready for a challenge? I know you're ready. Let's look at slide J. Pause to complete the slide. When you're ready, press play. Okay, so it says here we can use the distributive property to multiply a whole number by a mixed number. Let's try it. So we have 4 times 5 and 2/10. It says first we write the mixed number as an addition expression. So we're kind of expanding that number, right, into wholes and then fraction. So did you write here 5 and 2/10? Great job. Next, rewrite your multiplication expression using the addition expression for the mixed number. Did you just plug that first step in here? Good. So it says, how many groups of 5 do you have? Well, remember, that first factor, right? That first factor tells us how many groups we have. So we have 4 groups. And how many groups of 2/10 do we have? Yeah, we have again 4. So here it says, let's rewrite our sentence so that we distribute our multiplication of 4 to both parts of the next number. So first we're going to do that 4 times 5, and then we're going to do 4 times 2/10. So 4 times 5 is 20, and then 4 times 2/10 is 8/10. So we get 20 plus 8/10 gives us 20 and 8/10. Is that what you got? Great. Well, we've come to the end of this video segment. Continue exploring the other slides for more practice. I hope you found this video on how to use the distributive property to find the product of a whole number and mixed number helpful. Great job. See you next time.